Good morning. It's just past 5 a.m. on a Sunday. Basically, I've been awake since like 2:30 and I just couldn't get back to sleep. So I just eventually decided, let's go for a run. I was thinking, where should I run? Then I found this head torch that my dad got me ages ago, which I've never used. And I was like, why don't we go somewhere where I can use a head torch? So I downloaded All Trails, the app that like shows you where cool trails are, and I just had a look on there, and there's like an 11-mile loop in like Kilmashogue, like Dublin Mountains. So I'm on my way to the starting point of that. I'm almost there actually. I've been jogging for like 3 kilometers, and I'm basically going to run about 20k up in the Dublin Mountains and hopefully catch the sunrise. So it should be a bit of fun. I thought I should bring my camera, vlog it a little bit, because it's kind of an interesting thing to do on a Sunday morning. Yeah, so hopefully when I'm done this, I can go home and take a big long nap, because I've got 12 pubs later. Not like me, but I thought I'd let loose a little bit over Christmas. We've got a new marathon block starting tomorrow, so let's get the body nice and sore going into this marathon block. Oh, my arm is sore from holding up this goddamn camera. I just hit 4k. I'm running like 6 minutes per kilometer, and it doesn't feel easy because basically yeah, I have a bit of a cough. I had a bit of a chest infection thing going on, so I skipped my run yesterday. I definitely shouldn't be doing this right now, but I feel good enough to jog slowly. So this is what we're doing. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. All I'll say is thank God for the head torch. I'm definitely not in the mountains just yet. I'm going pretty uphill. Sorry, that's probably blinding you. I'm going to have a lot of uphill running to do today, which is good training, I guess. But I'm going to try to keep it as easy as possible. Zone 1, Zone 2. Another reason I'm doing this run is because I'm not going to be able to really do anything like this for the next 16 weeks while I'm training for a fast marathon. I want to go sub 240 in Zurich, which basically all my long runs are going to be like hard marathon pace, all that kind of stuff. I won't have much time in my calendar for things like this. But 6 weeks after Zurich, I'm doing the last man standing backyard ultra in the Dublin Mountains. So it's probably a good idea to, start doing a little bit of training and get used to the mountain runs a little bit. I'm only going to have 6 weeks to train between Zurich and the backyard ultra. So I guess it'd be kind of nice to, have a little bit of that done before I start my marathon prep. We're just on a road like this, going slightly uphill. I'm following the trail on All Trails. It's 11 miles. So it started at Marley Park, at the back, the car park. And we're going up to Kilmashogue, I believe. I've been running now for 6 kilometers. Still not in the mountains, but from how steep this road is, I'm definitely getting close. God, it's gotten really, really steep. And from what I can see on the app, it looks like these next few miles are just going to stay steep like this, which makes sense. I'm running up a mountain, so what exactly did I expect? But I guess at least I got to come back down those steep hills on the way back, which should be fun. I just ran through a puddle because I was filming on my phone and distracted. Ran through a massive puddle, so now my feet are soaked. I'm wearing Hoka Speed Goats, my trail shoes, which I just haven't used enough at all. I bought them after doing one trail run 2 years ago because I thought that was going to be my new personality. But then I got too hooked on getting fast. But at least they're coming out of retirement today. Oh my god, it's so steep. I brought 2 gels with me for fuel. Ideally I probably should take them more. That's what we got. so steep. I'm barely moving, but I'm panting. I had a coffee just before I left to wake me up a little bit. My head kind of hurts just from like being awake for so long in the middle of the night. But yeah, hopefully this fresh air can cure me. I decided to just leave my earphones in my pocket, try and just enjoy the time away from like constantly being stimulated all the time. Just do something a little bit different today. I'm going to stop and walk up some of these really steep parts just so I don't yeah, I'm a little bit sick, I can't lie, but I don't want to run out of energy. I want to enjoy this run/walk. Like, so yeah, I'm on a really steep road now, so I'm just going to walk for a little bit, start jogging again soon. I'm a little bit concerned I came out too early. Like, sun's not going to rise for ages, but I'm definitely going to stay up there until the sun rises because I don't want to miss that. That's kind of the best bit, so there's no point coming down while it's still dark. Okay, this is leveling out a bit. I should really start jogging again. That last K was a 7:10 with a bit of walking thrown in. So we're moving again. So it looks like this is where we enter the kind of mountain area, and if you turn around, wow, it's Dublin. Pretty amazing. I'm excited to see what it looks like at sunrise. Camera's probably not doing it justice, but yeah, it looks incredible. But anyway, let's head up. It's very steep. This is gonna be a tough workout. Going so slowly. Here we are. Welcome to Braden. I don't know if you can see in there really. It's kind of spooky. The woods. I'm on like a nice path. Surrounded by woods, and yeah, it is kind of spooky. I feel like I'm in the haunted forest in Harry Potter or something. Nerd reference. I swear I've been running when the camera is off, but I take these walking breaks as an opportunity to take the camera out and film something. I'm trying to like just really enjoy this. But also like document it, because I think it's cool. I want to share it, but you know, I also need to live in the moment and enjoy it. So I think I'm doing that. Anyway, let's get jogging. So I'm about 9 kilometers in to this run. This is where we are now. Sheep and stuff. Dublin. Can you see that? We're at the Dublin Mountains way. It's super steep. I only have a couple more miles until I'm at the peak, and still no sign of the sun rising. It's almost 6 a.m. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm having a lot of fun. Just need to watch my footing now because the terrain is getting pretty uneven. This is what the terrain looks like now. I'm basically on like a big stone staircase, mountain staircase, and it's super steep. I don't think I could run here if I tried without risking an injury. Oh, you can see Dublin in the background there, if I'm not blinding you with the torch. Wow, it's some view. I haven't recorded much from the last few kilometers because I've been focusing on actually running and navigating, not tripping up. There has been some like very runnable sections. I'm at nearly 12k. Right now I'm on a very steep technical part. I think this is kind of the last uphill before I reach the highest point that I'm going to reach on this run / hike. But I'm basically running up like a river, or stream, sorry. and my feet are soaked. Yeah, the water is running all over my feet and socks. Yeah, it's just impossible to run in this section. It's just stones. Oh wow, look. I'll give you another look at the view. That's Dublin in the distance. All the lights. Still no sign of a sunrise. I am not clever. I just checked my weather app. It says the sunrise is until 8:38. How did I completely forget that it's the end of December and it's not going to be bright outside for another 2 hours? So I'm like almost at the top. I'll show you the view right now. It's absolutely beautiful, but it would be like 10 times better with a sunrise. And the other issue is I'm freezing cold, so I'm just not going to wait up here for the sun to rise, or I will actually freeze to death. So I'll get to the top anyway. Maybe rest for a little bit and then head down. But yeah, there might not be a spectacular sunrise at the top of this treacherous trail run. Having said that, I'm really enjoying myself. It's really nice to get out in nature. I got the fright of my life when like a deer ran past, or like I startled the deer with my torch, but it startled me back pretty bad, so that gave me a fright. Otherwise, it's been a pretty relaxing trip. So 13 kilometers later, an hour and a half of running / hiking up the mountain. I've made it to, well, this is Ferry Castle. This big pile of rocks I'm standing on. Well, according to my old trail map, this is Ferry Castle. I'm going to get on top of it. This is the view from the top. I know you probably can't hear a thing I'm saying because of the wind. I can see all of Dublin Bay, pretty much all of Dublin City. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, incredible. Insane. Wow. Coming back down from the top was top 3 worst experiences of my life. So steep. It's just like this rocky trail. It took me about half an hour to go like a mile, just crawling down, trying not to slip and injure myself. But now I'm back on a runnable trail, which feels absolutely amazing to be actually moving again. So on our way back down now. I've been out here now for 2.25 hours and I've only covered 17 kilometers. So like, the thought was creeping into my mind, it's like, I easily could have ran 30k in this amount of time if I'd just gone out on the roads. But I suppose I just need to remind myself that like, not every single run needs to be about gaining fitness. Like, this has been such a cool experience, such a random thing to do, but it's also going to be like probably one of the runs that I remember most from the whole year. I've run like 5,000 kilometers this year, and I guarantee I've forgotten 4,800 of them or more, but this has been quite a memorable one. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting out and doing something like this, I'd highly recommend it. It's good for the head, good for the body, just a good thing to do. And then you might just catch a view like that, just pretty sick. Would have been amazing at sunrise, but I just don't have the patience to stay up here for another hour. So I'm on my way back down. I probably only have maybe 7 kilometers left in this whole run. And I'll be back home in my bed, hopefully get a bit more sleep. I'm starting to pass a few people now on their way up. I'm getting towards the bottom of the mountain now. They must think I'm such an idiot. They're obviously on their way up to catch the sunrise. Like, it's starting to get a little bit brighter out, and I've just spent the last 2.5 hours out here. Now I'm on my way down while it's still dark. The sense of accomplishment you get from doing things like this just like makes it all worth it in itself. I've just hit the half marathon mark. I'm down from the mountain now, Still running quite downhill. I have a few kilometres to get back home. But yeah, it's just, this morning has put me in a good mood. Good way to start the day. Not how I'd like to start every single Sunday, but it's nice to do something like this every now and again. Make some memories. I'm gonna have to drag some of my friends up here sometime, because that definitely would have been fun to share the experience. But it's cool to do, a cool thing to do on your own as well. I'm running back through Marley Park now. Finally, it's starting to get bright out. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. Alright, back home now. As suspected, it's an absolutely beautiful morning. Would have been an amazing sunrise, so I do feel a bit stupid. I've just gone into Tesco and got myself some pastries and some muju because I was starving towards the end of that run. It was 26 kilometers altogether and it took 3 hours. There was like 700 meters of elevation gain, so that was really fun. Really enjoyed that. My feet are really sore. I have like blisters on the outside of both of my small toes. It's actually really painful to walk on, so I'm excited to get back into bed now, and I'm going to wrap up the video there. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a comment and a like, and I'll catch you in the next one.